Todd, back at Queensland Raceway today for a ride day. Over the weekend, the team went pretty good and really showed plenty of emotion out there yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit regrettable how it all panned out, but as drivers, we all know our responsibilities, you know, in the car and what we say on the radio. So I was extremely careful, as always, not to say anything on the radio. And then I had a little bit of a moment to what I thought was myself there, and unfortunately, all the in-car mic picked everything up, which you know, I wasn't even aware could happen. So it's a little bit of a shame we're in this position now, just because we didn't know about it, and it's out there. So just move on, and what's happen's happened, and get on with the next race, I suppose.
But for you, I think a lot of people learn a lot about Todd Kelly's emotions. This means a heck of a lot to you, doesn't it?
Well, it does. You know, every minute we spend at the track, every session, every corner we go around, we just work so hard to do the best job we possibly can. And in a race, you know, every single position and every point that we earn is, you know, it's why we're here. It's what we're paid to do. So when you lose such a big chunk of points so close to the end, and what's turned out to be 2 or 3 championship positions, you know, it hits pretty hard. And we've got the added responsibility of all the effort that goes in behind the scenes. You know, we don't just, Rick and I, we don't just arrive at the circuit and do the weekend, but we do everything in between. So we probably put in 4 or 5 times more effort than your normal driver just to get the cars and the team and our equipment to the right level to be able to go and do that. So yeah, it is a lot goes into it, and you know, not to justify what happened on the weekend, but it is, you know, it is pretty emotional, that's for sure.
And it also shows you know how much this team's come from and going to, and you've got to feel positive heading into this second half of the year.
Yeah, I've been saying for a little while the second half of the year is going to be quite good for us, and you saw on the weekend, you know, 1/10 can put you 15th or 5th, and to be battling around where we are at the moment, you know, the cars in our package is pretty good. And with what we've got in the pipeline with the chassis and the engine, we don't really need a hell of a lot to move us up a long way. So I just can't wait to get all those bits on the car and get the most out of it, because you know we will have some good rounds and get those points back.
You don't have to wait long to get back into the race car. Everything's headed off already to Kuala Lumpur. What do you think of this event? I mean, it's only a demonstration, but you guys, 5 of you all together, it's going to mean something.
Yeah, well, it'll mean a few top 5 finishes for the week, hopefully. But all we've seen is a map on a piece of paper of the circuit. So we've had a little bit of a guess at what setup we put in the car, and it's Rick's car that I'm driving over there, back in the Jack Daniels car. But until we walk around the place and get a good understanding of what we're dealing with, we won't really know how to approach the weekend, and it'll be a good learning experience. It's great for all of our sponsors, you know, Nissan and Jack Daniels, and you know, even car sales, and all those guys are really wrapped with our move over into Asia, and it's actually a big part of a lot of their businesses as well. So the response has been fantastic through our sponsor group, and hopefully we can get a few more races over there in the future.